Welcome back, citizens of Dominion, to day 24, part 2, the middle of the day Christmas edition of From Day 1. We're smack dab in the middle of day 2 of Winterfest. As always, though, we start in the mailbag. Let's see what we've got waiting for us there. Bunch of hearts, some glyph items, and it's defense in the arena. Our ranking award does give us some gems. Nicely done. Guild War victory. 60 for that. And for the week, finish 10th. There will be no play in there. Now, the Titanite, we got to grab quickly because I do believe the deal is going to be going off here pretty quickly. So I want to get it before it's too late. Let's try to grab our cards of Divinication. There we go. Nicely done on those. You can always pick that up now that we've claimed it anytime. Up to the blimp for expeditions. Okay. We had 44 minutes to claim it, so definitely in the range. Get that one started before it's too late. And so for that one as well. And let's see, let's go for a... No, we can't go for a Kira. Right, let's go for an actual item then. Desert Blade in Chapter 8, the Monolith of Pain. Actually, the very next fight in Chapter 8 that we haven't yet done. And big freaking surprise, second I sat down to start recording an episode, even on the holiday, somebody's going to be doing something outside. So I will leave you to the fight. I will check that out. And we'll meet back up in a moment. in the middle of a holiday, there wouldn't be this kind of... I freaking guess there is. Alright. So, victory we do get, which means we will get that weapon. Ugh. Straight away. I think we're still on here, hopefully. Crossing the proverbial fingers. And of course, we have to have another stinking shot at the not quite enjoyable rarity fair. And of course, the cords went amongst the missing. Trying to rewire everything at the same crazy time. Okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're fully back now. Okay, good. Yep, we are. Alrighty. Oh, hold on. I didn't notice that. Oh yeah, the big money. Yeah, it's mean ball, but I forgot that we can do our level ups. Can't believe I forgot those. And I believe it's what? $1.5 million. Oh, ouchie. Needed to complete that loveliness. So we get 3 big money spear balls. And of course I hit the wrong key on the keyboard, so we lose the full screen. Let me bring it back. There we go. Alright, so we need a glyph. And since we're actually trying to save money to get her all the way up to the absolute star, we'll do it on the cheap tonight. So we'll take the lowest of our high ticket items. That would be Celeste's level 12. Gets us $1,500. Oh, we still have the tower to do? Yes, please, but we'll do missions first because we can pick up money for that. Let's go ahead and do a couple of his for hero stones. Make sure we get enough energy. Let's do all 3 sets. And while we're doing that, I actually have Return of Comedy tonight for us in part 2. Tonight's comedian does have a little bit of a stuttering issue, but he is still funny as hell. The comedy stylings tonight for you of Drew Lynch. Drew, take it away.
Hey, this should go fine. Thank you for being here. It has always been a dream of mine to film a special in a venue that's attached to an IHOP. So thank you guys. Yeah, yes. We finally found one. I know. I'm like a Make-A-Wish kid up here. Thank you guys. Thank you. Don't know how you're doing in your careers, but smells like undercooked sausage links right now. So Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you for risking your lives. Couple of decorated heroes in here tonight. Seriously, give yourselves a hand for surviving last year. Well done. We did it. This year, we don't know. We'll see how you do. So far, it's looking like you're pretty irresponsible. Like I am glad you're here, but I cannot condone this behavior. I mean, technically, last year none of us were supposed to make it. I'm not talking about COVID. I'm talking about the asteroid. That was supposed to happen. There was an asteroid, and it was supposed to hit us last year, and it didn't. The one year we needed it. I kept waiting. I was like, anytime now, please. But I think it's because the world was ending that's what saved us. I think the asteroid got close and was like, oh, they're good. I'm not gonna kill myself over this. That would be a waste. It would be a waste. They're on their way out. That's why suicide bombers don't hit hospitals. Okay, all right. It's not the best example, but you're right. But the logic is there. You can't name a time. It's never happened. What I'm trying to say is thank you, healthcare workers. Took me a while to get there. That's what I was saying. Sorry. I love that every time there's an asteroid, they always tell us the size, and it's always the size of Texas. Why is that? They're always like, there's an asteroid headed for Earth, and it's the size of Texas. There's an asteroid that's the size of Texas. We're like, we don't care that it's the size of Texas. Just so long as it hits Texas. I hope that's all it hits, honestly. I hope it's just like a little puzzle piece. Just rotates as it gets close. Little Texas Tetris. Everything's bigger in Texas.
The weird thing about that joke is the special is being filmed in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, which is just right next to Texas, folks.
Except the asteroid. That is the exact size. Texas. Don't worry. When I perform in Texas, I say Oklahoma. I don't want you to think you're exempt. I do it for you. I stutter. I've stuttered my entire adult life because when I was 20, I got hit in the throat with a softball, and I'd fallen and hit my head, from which I had a concussion that I went to sleep on, and the next day I woke up, I was stuttering. And if you think that story makes me look like a pussy, then you would be my dad. So yeah. You gotta have sex with my mom if you feel that way. I don't care. She's your problem. People ask me all the time if that's the real story. All the time. Like, Drew, is that really what happened to you? And no, obviously that story is ridiculous. The real story is I was bitten by a radioactive softball. And now I'm a lesbian. So yeah, tough gig. Tough. I gotta protect the aisles of Home Depot at night. Just kicking bad guys with my Timberlands. Things get out of hand. I grab the hedge trimmers and I say something clever like, "You've been scissored," and then I leave on my Harley. Off to blog. I go to speech therapy and regular therapy because I want my problems to sound good. They're so different, though. Oh man, so different. Those two therapies. Like in speech therapy, they only care about the way you say things, not the things you say. And they'll make you say some pretty ridiculous things. They give you like little alliteration anecdotes on note cards, things that you don't say in real life. For example, it'll be like, "My mother milks my mushy marbles." And then you say it, and they're like, "That sounded good. Did it? Did it? Did it?" But they don't care, man. In speech therapy, it's celebrated. They're like, "Drew, that was amazing." Anytime you get stuck, you remember that exercise. So, a few days later, as I was going about my day, I was having a tough time saying a thing, but remembering my exercise. I was like, "My mother milks my mushy marbles." But I was in regular therapy. Didn't quite get the same reaction. My therapist was like, "What was that?" I was like, "Sorry, man. That just helps me out." "Sorry, your mother milking your marbles helps you out." I was like, "Oh, no. No. My mushy marbles." You know, Daddy does downward dog dressed in drag. He's like, "Is that another one of your exercises?" I was like, "Nope. We're back to talking, so." I know it's an unpopular thing to say, but last year was actually a good year for me. Because when I was home, quarantine, every day I was working on the fluency of my speech. I was home by myself, working on my mushy marbles. And, you know, I didn't have any anxiety because I didn't have to see people, and you guys saw the problem. And I actually think I was able to make a lot of progress. And that's a difficult thing to admit. Because vitamin and they make a joke about it, you're like, oh, that's very self-aware. But the difference with mine is sometimes people think it's a gimmick, like those little words and acts. And I think that's because I make jokes about it on occasion. It's just because location is everything, baby. Right? Like if you see someone in a wheelchair at the bank, you're like, oh, that person's disabled. If you see someone in a wheelchair at Disneyland, you're like, that bitch is cutting. I was bullied when I was a kid because I was a fat kid and I studied theater and that's all you need. My bully, his name was Andrew, and every day Andrew saw me out in the neighborhood, he would call me a fat. He would go, "You're such a fat." Okay, I added that. I studied theater, so I tried. Shut up. But the fat thing, he said that to me every day. It was almost a visceral reaction. He'd be like, "Get out of here, you fat bag. You're such a fat bag." And one day, Andrew's older brother took his own mattress into the woods so he could film himself white water rafting on it as an audition to get on the show Man vs. Wild. And this is true. His brother actually died doing that. Yes, it's very sad. For you guys hearing it. Because I remember that day. I remember it very vividly. Because the next day I saw my bully, Andrew, out in the neighborhood. And there was his power trip. He looked in my eyes and he knew that I knew. I had heard the news. So I said to myself, do I now use this as an opportunity to take advantage of my bully when he was at his most vulnerable, the same way that he had done to me every single day? But instead, I just opted to take the high road, and I said to Andrew just what it was that I said to him every day. And I was like, hey man, hey, I'll suck your dick for a Snickers. We're in the 2020s now, and last year really had me thinking about where we are now versus where we were, say 100 years ago. 100 years ago, it was the 1920s. It was the Prohibition, and it was illegal to have alcohol in your bar. And to think, in 100 years, shit's gotten worse. 100 years ago, if you had alcohol in your bar, the cops, they would kick down the front door. Someone would yell, "Ha! It's the fuzz!" Yeah! Which is the best last call of all time. Imagine you're holding your martini and so someone comes in and yells, "Scatter?" It's like, oh shit, the fuzz. That's probably how the shot was invented. That's why I get irritated anytime I hear some college chick at a bar who's like, you guys want to do shots? It's like, Cassidy, you don't know the history. They used to do it to warm up their core, because they had to run. From the hugs. Now, 100 years later, 2020s, you can't even have people in your bar. Can you imagine if the cops time traveled from 1920s? Kick open some door, some bar downtown. They'd have to say it themselves. We're the Fuzz. And maybe 3 of you would look up from your phone. That's a sad day to have to report back to the chief of police. Chief! We busted the place on 6th. Yeah? Did they? Well, they was already pretty scattered. It was like 6 feet. It was weirdly specific. Well, what were they doing? Well, they was all wearing masks, but they wasn't stealing nothing. Were they drinking alcohol? It's tough to say, Chief. It was seltzer in a can. Must have been a clinic for upset tummies. Well, then what happened? Well, then they got in separate getaway cars that they ordered from their hand radios. Separate getaway cars? Yeah, the cars were all different, but the drivers were all Persian. That is suspicious, Detective. You want to talk about suspicious, Chief? And then we saw a black fella standing outside the bar who was doing absolutely nothing illegal whatsoever. Ah, thank God. You arrested someone. Guys, it's a joke. Obviously they shot him. It's the cops. What do you think happened? It's the cops. No, just that guy. Thank you. Just one guy for the injustices of police brutality. That'll help. 100 years ago, the method of transportation was those buggies. They were the long cars. They had the big steering wheels. They sounded like this. That was how people got around. I was thinking about who was the first dude to ever get road rage in one of those. Imagine, you're just the dude in front, just puttering along, enjoying the miracle of transit. Just some guy comes up. The left side of the darts for passing, bud. I better let him know that I'm serious. Oh yeah, he knows. The dude in front's just like, Jesus Christ, dude. I'm going 6. Think about the commitment that you have to your road rage, to maintain eye contact as you pass a dude in a buggy. Now, 100 years later, now when you get road rage, you pass a Tesla on the freeway, and the car is driving itself. I'm like, I don't even know who to be mad at. What am I gonna flip off a dude who has both his hands free? I'm like, fuck you. He's like, fuck you. I don't have to be driving right now. I think I should just go ahead and state this for the record. There's no such thing as a woman who's crazy. It's just someone hasn't found it hot yet. There's only unmatched potential. Crazy. It's subjective. I overheard a guy the other day who was like, yeah, and then she slashed my tires and stole my phone. That bitch is crazy. It's like, maybe to you, that could be a kink for some other dude. Some other guy hears that? Oh, she slashed your tires and stole your phone, huh? So you couldn't leave or call for help? Crazy. It's subjective. It really depends who you ask. Some women, they'll actually get an operation done to cut off their own penises. Is it crazy? That depends who you ask. You ask Caitlyn Jenner, she's like, I'm beautiful. You ask her penis, he's like, that bitch is crazy. You ask me, I'm like, hey, she is living her truth. You ask my penis, he's like, I can't leave or call for help. My nephew is 8, and I don't know if he knows it yet, but I definitely think he's trans. Because he gets offended at everything. He says, I'm offended. He's 8. What other logical explanation is there other than the fact that a 30-year-old white woman is trapped in this boy's body? I'm offended. Go kick rocks outside, please. Why are you on Yelp? Get fuck off my laptop. And that would be okay. If he was trans, that would be okay. I think people should be allowed to change their gender without being discriminated against. I also think people should be allowed to react. I get to have a reaction. Nothing hateful, just whoa, that's it. You can't make me suppress that shit. I can't do it. Like, I'm happy for you, and I'm happy that your truth is that you're a woman, but my truth is, holy shit. My buddy Chad is Candace now. It's like, it's just a human reaction to be surprised, just for a second. But it's like, people think if you're surprised, it means you disapprove. It's like, I don't disapprove, I'm just surprised. What, do you want me to pretend like I'm not surprised? Now I'm living a lie. Like, I had a birthday last year, and all my friends, they jumped out, and they were like, surprise! And I, like a psychopath, wasn't like, I love and accept what is happening right now. I was surprised. It's like, if you know something as one way, and for its entirety of you knowing it, it has always been that way, and then drastically, it is no longer that way, that's the definition of a fucking surprise! Like, I had a girlfriend in middle school whose name was Maria, who now goes by Mario. Okay? So I have to accept the fact that while I am a straight man, I have also dated a dude. Which again is totally fine, but when I say it out loud, my Mario goes ow, 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 ow. He'll be back. It's just a surprise. And you know, that was a long time ago. A long time ago I dated that guy. But you know what? The longer the wait, the bigger the surprise. Quarterback Tom Brady, he was with the Patriots for 20 seasons. And then last year, he was like, I'm a Buccaneer. You don't think people in Boston weren't surprised? Well, they were surprised. And you know what? We all had some follow-up questions. We were all like, does Tom seem happier on this team? Now that he's a Buccaneer, will he make less money? Are his balls deflated? These are the important questions. Alright, some people look a little, offended by the trans jokes. Here's some more. I don't know if I'll ever transition. I don't know. I like to keep my options open. But if I do, I got my name picked out. I already got my name. This will be my name if I ever transition. My name will be Rue, because it's like Drew, but without the D. And in the interest of pronouns, here's mine. I identify as a laugh because I am a man who stutters. He, him. All right, some people still upset about the trans jokes. Let's move on to politics. I wanted Joe Biden to win. I did. Here's why. He is a person who stutters. That's it. That's all I needed. I don't need anything else. He is paving the way for me, baby. 2048. Keep your eyes peeled for me, baby. When I become of age and height, I will run for president. People tell me all the time. They're like, Drew, he doesn't stutter. Joe Biden doesn't stutter. He has dementia. He's unfit because he has dementia. Okay. Then he's winning. Do you realize how many people have dementia think they're the president? This dude doesn't even know he is. So yeah, I'm very inspired by the fact that someone who has a speech impediment like mine is in the White House. I'm very inspired. Half of me. The other half is a little terrified. That dude has the missile launch codes. You really trust someone who stutters to read out numbers? I can tell you from personal experience, it does not go good. I one time had somebody ask me which floor in an elevator, and I stuttered so hard, you would have thought I was giving a phone number to a billboard attorney, bro. I can't even imagine. Just the general in the military. All right, Mr. President, we have declared war on North Korea. Go ahead and give us those missile launch codes. First code is 81424444. Shit. Those for Texas. All right, don't worry, that doesn't matter. That one was for Texas. It doesn't matter. Mr. President, how many fours did you want for that last one? Bitch. Did I stutter? And yeah, yes. Well, a little, yeah, yes. Really? My mother milks my mushy marbles? My... Now, this is what I've observed about the two political parties and how they interact with one another, okay? This is just my observation, by the way. I could be wrong. I'm not. But this is what I've observed, all right? If you were somebody who voted for Biden and you let a Trump supporter know, for the most part, okay? For the most part, the Trump supporter can be respectful of your opinion. They're not gonna hate you because of your opinion. They might hate you because of your race or sexuality or religion, but not your opinion. Which, by the way, that's vastly different than if it was the inverse. Because if you were somebody who voted for Trump and you let a Biden supporter know, they will just stop talking to you. They will cancel you to your face. In the middle of the conversation, goodbye. And I don't know if that's the answer. And what I've observed, politics has put a lot of strain on people's friendships and relationships. Families are all at odds, all because of politics. I've been very fortunate in that my family has handled it maturely. Like my sister, she is a gay woman who is dating a black woman who is also gay, I think. She doesn't wear Timberlands, so it's tough to say. No, she does. She does. You're right, she does. My sister said to my mom, she goes, "Hey, I'm voting for Biden." And my mom goes, "Okay, I'm voting for Trump." And my sister goes, "Okay." And they were able to be very mature about it. I think. I don't know. I don't talk to my mom anymore because of her dumb fucking politics. But I'm joking. I don't talk to my sister either. I don't respect women voting. It's ridiculous. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. I voted for Kanye, so fuck all of you guys. All right, I didn't mean to talk about politics. Sorry. Let's bring the mood up. That's my fault. Let's bring the mood up, guys. Let's bring the mood up, guys. Let's talk. Let's talk about mass shootings. I am tired of it. I'm gonna say, I will be the guy who says something about it. I'm not gonna do anything, but I will talk right now. And I know you're looking at me like this is a white guy talking about mass shootings, which is a lot like a frat talking about date rape. Like we're kind of the problem, but I'm tired of it. Every time that there's another shooting, if there's another school shooting, all the arguments, they come rushing back to the table. I've heard it all. One side is like, oh, we got to do something about mental illness. We have to get rid of mental illness. And then the other side is like, no, we need to ban guns. We have to get rid of the guns. Listen, I don't think that you can get rid of mental illness, and I don't think the answer is to ban guns. We need to ban schools. You can't shoot up a place if it doesn't exist. We've been going after the wrong noun. And you're like, Drew, that seems insane. Well, does it? Because no one was in school last year and fucking none happened. And I know, you're like, but Drew, mass shootings happen in places that are not schools. Okay, ban those places too. I'm an introvert. I don't give a shit. From now on, you want to go somewhere, pick a background on Zoom. I'm done. Tired of it. And you know what? I'm tired. Every time there's a shooting, it's a white guy. You know it's a white guy. Every single time. I'm sick of it. Yet another career being dominated by white men. I'm done. Let's get some diversity up in this bitch, please. Who is casting this shit? You know it's a white guy. Yeah, they don't release the image, but they release the name. And it's always like Connor McBryce Tylerson. You're like, I wonder if he's Lebanese. No, that dude owns a trampoline. I know that fucking kid. If it's gonna be a white guy from now on, he has to at least be gay. There's a little bit of diversity, and I think it would go a lot different. He would just have a flare gun. Just, I'm here. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. Look how bright my bullets are. Twink, you little star, or whatever. Or let's get a female school shooter. Ladies, you need to step it up. It is your time, right now. I think you could do it. You wouldn't even need to hurt anyone. You just go buy a gun, you show up to campus and sit everybody down and tell them how they've wronged you over the years. And by the end of it, everybody's just like, will you shoot me in the fucking head, please? Will you just shoot me in the head? I took your nuggets 4 years ago. How do you remember that? If a woman did it, it would be perfect. She would plan it perfectly. You know, no one could leave because she slashed everyone's tires and stole their phones. It is so hot. I have a way that we can slow down mass shootings and the pandemic at the exact same time. This is my idea. Every single person that has homicidal tendencies, we hire them to work at the front of restaurants, checking people's temperatures. They gotta get their fix somehow. Welcome to Applebee's. You're good. Get in there. I'm sick. I love that every time you walk up to a restaurant, there's the same sign posted. Every sign the same on every establishment now. It says, if you have any symptoms of COVID-19, any symptoms whatsoever, get tested. Okay, son. Any symptoms? Have you guys seen the symptoms list? There's nothing that's not on that list. Everything, SARS and swine flu and AIDS is all on that list, I think. Read it. Get to the bottom if you can. Fuck it. Diarrhea is on that list. Diarrhea is on the list. I have diarrhea every day, twice, at least. It's a ritual in my home. I'm not worried. We think how did that? How does that even happen on the list? How does that get there? What are you telling me? Some asshole took one watery shit and was like, ooh, I should get tested. Okay, Mr. Perfect Poops. This dude's just like, yeah, I had to wipe. That's not like me. I would pay top dollar to watch that guy go get tested with his one symptom. He goes into the clinic. I think I might have contracted the COVID. Okay, sir. What are your symptoms? What are you saying, sir? You're gonna have to talk louder, sir. Sound loud enough for you, lady? Yeah. Bet you're glad you wore your face shield today, huh? So you wanna swab my nose or wipe my ass? Cause this corona came with a barrita. My sister got COVID. She got COVID last year, and she got it in the most irresponsible of ways while somehow maintaining her oblivion as to how she got it. She was like, yeah, over the summer I was in a boat with my friends and we were all passing around a bottle of rum and splitting a joint and making out. I don't know how I got it. I was like, Michaelan, you did everything except lick a bat's asshole. What do you think? What are you, patient zero? Why are you trying? This is something I think I'll tell you my COVID story, okay? I think you guys can handle it. I got COVID. Not now, sorry. That's relevant.
Okay, thank you, Drew Lynch. Sometimes I should watch some of these specials before I decide to use them. My apologies if you were at work or had the kids around. I'll have to give you an NSFW warning next time. Well, coming up in part 3, of course, a new Midnight in the Desert we will have for you on this Christmas Eve overnight. And until then, release the Krakens. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Get us to those goals. Both next year's goal of 5,000 views, 1,000 subscribers of YouTube, so that way we can go ahead and be noticed by both, get items from them, and start giving them to you. And again, if you need some free crypto to go ahead and make some purchases here on Hero Wars, coinbase.com/join/Steve Parsley. Get yourself $10 free and then more money for every 2-minute lesson you take via Coinbase Earn. Once again, release the Krakens. See you tonight for Midnight in the Desert.